Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Kaliyugada Kalpataru, the fifth delight, Shri Raghavendra Gurusarvabhauma. Chapter 116. Forbidden things became fruit and flowers. It was Venkanapan's earnest wish that Siddhi Masood Khan, the Nawab, should become worthy of Sri Rayaru's grace. About 4 or 5 days after Sri Rayaru had sent his message to Adavani, Venkanapant visited the Nawab. Masood Khan asked him, "Aye Divanji, have you made all the arrangements for Guru Maharaj?" Venkanapant bowed as per court's protocol and replied, "Ji Huzur, as per your royal command, all the arrangements have been made. Guru Maharaj is very pleased. Huzur, it is my heartfelt desire that you have darshan of our Guru and receive his blessings." Siddhi Masood Khan was already familiar with the glory of Sri Rayaru through Radullah Khan, the great general of Bijapura. He had heard how the Bijapur Sultana Adi Adil Shah had honored Sri Rayaru with extraordinary reverence, awarded him titles such as Jagadguru, presenting him with a white umbrella, green banner, royal vests, and other prestigious honors. He also knew that Sri Rayaru had saved the people of Bijapura from a devastating famine. All this deeply impressed the Nawab, since his lord and master Adil Shah had honored the Guru with such a devotion and reverence. He too desired to honor him, to have his darshan and receive his blessings. Moreover, because Sri Rayaru was the family guru of his beloved Diwan, Venkanapant, the Nawab longed for the same grace and also harbored a desire to test the Guru's greatness himself. With a smile, the Nawab said, "Divanji, you have spoken what was already in my heart. Bahut khoob. Divanji, acha. I shall come tomorrow evening for Guru's darshan. Will that be all right?" Venkanapant was overjoyed and replied, "Of course, Huzur, I will make all the arrangements for your visit to the Guru." He returned home and conveyed the matter to Sri Rayaru, who, with a gentle smile, said, "That's wonderful." Preparations were made according to the traditions of the Mahasamsthana to receive the Nawab. As the sun was about to set, Siddhi Masood Khan, accompanied by a small entourage and riding a twin-horse chariot, came with Venkanapant for Guru's darshan. At the entrance, Lakshmi Narayanacharya, along with a group of Panditas, welcomed the Nawab with Purnakumbha, that is auspicious pot, Vedic chanting, and a festive music, and led him inside with honor. Sri Rayaru was seated with the divine grandeur on his sacred seat, adored and radiant. Venkanapant led the Nawab into Guru's presence. The Nawab was stunned, beholding the brilliance and majestic aura of Guru Raja. The sight of that lotus-like face, adored with a gentle smile, that unspeakable radiance, filled the Nawab with bliss and awe. Instantly, deep reverence and devotion arose in his heart. Siddhi Masood Khan, overwhelmed by the Guru's divine presence, thought to himself, "This is no ordinary man. He is filled with a divine brilliance that can attract the entire world. Such greatness, such fearless, such steadiness. Was it a mistake for me to think I could test him?" But by that time, this realization had dawned in his mind. Time had already raced ahead like lightning. The Nawab bowed 3 times before Sri Rayaru and said with reverence, "Guru Maharaj, I am fulfilled by the sight of you." He then sat near the Guru on a jewelled seat prepared especially for him. After Sri Rayaru warmly inquired about the Nawab's well-being, the Nawab, as prearranged, had his personal attendant place a silver platter covered in a silk fabric before the Guru. Seeing it, a unique, gentle smile appeared on Rayaru's face. Siddhi Masood Khan said, "Guru Maharaj, I have heard of your greatness from our Divanji and am filled with joy. We have brought this as a humble offering to you, to your revered deity. Guruji must kindly accept it." He gestured towards the platter. To Sri Rayaru, who knew the past, present, and future as clearly as an amalaka fruit in the palm, the inner thoughts of the Nawab was as clear as sunlight. He realized that the time has come to demonstrate to this non-Hindu ruler the inconceivable power of the divine, the sanctity of the Vedic Sanatana Dharma, and the glory of saints devoted to God. Poor Venkanapant was unaware of any of this. He simply assumed that the Nawab had brought precious ornaments and wealth as an offering to honor Sri Rayaru. But What the Nawab had actually brought was entirely different. To test Sri Rayaru's virtue, he had placed in a platter items strictly forbidden in Hindu dharma, liquor and meat, concealed under rich fabric, and had sent it through his personal attendant. Sri Rayaru, still smiling, said, "Very good, Nawab Sahib. Our Lord has said in the Gita, if someone offers me a leaf, a fruit, flower, or water with devotion, I accept it. So, as for what you have brought, our Sri Hari will accept it in the manner he sees fit." He then turning to the doorkeeper, he ordered, "Bring the kamandalu, that is sacred water pot." The doorkeeper brought it, placed it on the pedestal next to Sri Rayaru, and stepped back. Sri Rayaru then meditated briefly and sprinkled the sacred water over the platter that the Nawab had presented. He then instructed the doorkeeper to remove the cloth. As the doorkeeper lifted the covering, Siddhi Masood Khan glanced at the platter and was completely stunned by what he saw. A miracle, the liquor and meat that he had placed there, intending to test the Guru, had transformed into milk, fruits, and flowers. Amazed and overwhelmed, he gasped aloud, "What wonder is this? What kind of divine magic is this?" Frightened and trembling, the Nawab thought, "Though I knew he was a great saint, I still dared to test him. I have committed a serious offense." Sri Rayaru said, "Nawab Sahib, are you satisfied now? Had I not told you earlier, our Lord will accept your offering in the manner he desires." These words struck the Nawab like a thunderous slap of realization. Burnt with regret and sorrow, the Nawab thought to himself, "Alas, O Parvatigar, what a reckless act I committed. In my eagerness to test a great saint, I rushed like a fool. Who knows what calamity awaits me now? Is it any great feat for a saint who raised an orphan into a divan to raise a Nawab into a mere soldier? What if such a noble soul, pained by my foolishness, curses me? What will become of me then?" Terrified and full of anxiety, he rose and, according to Hindu customs, prostrated with full Srashtanga Namaskara before Sri Rayaru. With folded hands, he pleaded, "Guru Maharaj, please forgive me. I have sinned by trying to test a Mahatma like you. Just as you protected Divanji as your disciple, please forgive and protect this humble servant of yours as well." Sri Rayaru gently replied, "Why do you worry, Nawab Sahib? It appears our Venkana Pant has already spoken much to you about us. That is why you wanted to test and honor us in your own way. We are not displeased in the least. In fact, because of your testing, the glory of our Lord, the greatness of Sanatana Dharma, the power of mantras, and the holiness of Hindu devotees have all come to light. Even earlier, the Sultan of Bijapura, thought a follower of another faith, respected our Guru and us with devotion. But a fellow Hindu, the Prime Minister of Bijapura, Ghanashamaraya, tested our Guru. By God's grace, our Guru trumped in the test too. He forgave Ghanashamaraya and accepted him as a disciple, showering him with grace. You see, occasional tests like these are only help the world see the depth of a devotee's strength, the power of Indian philosophy, and the glory of dharma and tradition." The Nawab once again bowed to Sri Rayaru and humbly said, "Guru Maharaj, I am blessed to have seen your greatness with my own eyes. From today, please accept me too as your devotee. Forgive my offense, and tomorrow please accept my humble offering and bless me with your grace." Sri Guru Rajaru, pleased by the Nawab's devotion and humility, accepted his prayer, honored him royally, and gave him Phalamantrakshata as a token of his blessing. Hari Om. Om Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.